We have completely adapted to it by not having any revenues coming from Russia operation, from Ukraine operation, unfortunately. But it was hard because we just came out of COVID, then the war came a year ago. We were impacted last year still in the summer because people saw the Baltics as a war zone. Yeah, the media was reporting about it. But last quarter last year we have offset it completely, mainly by giving 14 of our aircraft to fly for others, Lufthansa Group, SAS, and that has offset what we couldn't place in the eastern countries. This year things are changing. We're going back, apart from Ukraine and Russia, but we're going back to the former routes. We fly still to Georgia, Baku, Yerevan we open, and we fly Dubai. So we are circumnavigating the area and we'll have to, but we have recovered.
Where are your challenges?
The challenges is everything which goes east, and some of the challenges going south, because between Kaliningrad, which is Russia, and Belarusian border, it's only 80 kilometers, and that's a corridor which we can use, but that corridor, of course, is very busy. So going south and going to the west in Europe, we also sometimes need to go first to Sweden and then come down to Europe because of that bottleneck. If you look on the map between Kaliningrad and Belarus, if there's a lot of traffic, then you get a slot there, and then you would go via Sweden and then go down.
But you can't go east.
We can't go east anywhere there, so to go east we have to first go south and then stay all the time around the first Russian, Belarusian, and then the Ukraine airspace.
How many routes, or are there destinations that are simply no longer economically viable and you just drop, besides those countries where you can't fly to?
That was the case last summer. They were not viable initially because we just didn't make it with the yields we had on these routes. But now things have changed. We now reopen some of these destinations which are longer. We fly longer, but they make sense again. And I think it's similar for Finnair. They're also flying now. Even flying longer, it makes commercial sense again.
If we look at the airline overall, how are you positioning it now? Because after pandemic and with the war, with fierce competition, how are you positioning it?
As we did it always, it's a hybrid airline with a 150-seater, very efficient aircraft flying short and long range, flying a network which is a connectivity network mainly from the Baltics plus Finland. And in addition, we wet lease out the aircraft, which is very high demanded.
And your preferred connecting partner is?
We have 24 co-chair partners, so basically all larger airline groups. In Dubai it's Emirates, in Munich it's Lufthansa, in London Gatwick it's British Airways, Paris and is Air France. So it's basically, you can name them all. We are doing the co-chair, we connect the Baltics, we fly in and have co-chairs from them to fly to their hubs.
Friends of all?
Yes, friends of all, and not in an alliance. I'm always asked, wouldn't it be better to be in an alliance? And I say no, because then we would be partnering with one and would lose the others.
The issue of sustainability, the airlines continue to take a blame arguably greater than their actual effect. Why is the industry so bad at getting its message across?
We had that discussion. Why can we not be as beloved as the people who come on board and like to fly on us? And I think it is the political landscape, which can, of course, say that we are polluting because of the emissions we produce, and that will not change. But there's the detachment from the passengers who love to fly on us and who need to fly if they want to connect. We as airlines have not managed. So we as airlines have not managed, but I think we would need help, because if official public says it's not good to fly, but then everybody wants to fly, how do you get that sorted out? We try everything, and we have happy passengers, very happy. I do not see people getting on board and being miserable. But still, if you look into the media, then we are polluters, which we are actually not, because we do a lot to reduce emissions by buying new aircraft. And in our case, airBaltic has one of the youngest fleet in the world. And we'll go further because we put sustainable aviation fuels in. We do all the things. Yeah? We can't build an aircraft which doesn't burn fuel anymore, but we can do all the steps. Passengers are coming, passengers like to fly, but we still are seen as something bad, while we're not. Airlines are very good.